Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Shane, and in honor of back to school season, I decided today to do a back to school inspired look. Now, of course, it's still quite glam. I think I definitely toned it down quite a bit. I try to keep the eyes very, very simple with eyeshadows. Did do a little bit to the face, but I didn't go as heavy as I normally would on a regular glam day. So I tried my best. I came up with a look that I really did enjoy. Enough blabbing. We have a whole tutorial to show you guys, so let's get right into it. Wow, so we have a demon to deal with this morning. So honestly, for today's look, because it is back to school, I'm not gonna go super crazy with eyeshadow. We're gonna kind of go on the lighter side of things. I know when I was personally, especially in high school, when I really started wearing makeup, there were days where I really did pack it on, but then there were other days where I just wanted something quite light, especially during the summer. You just don't, it feels gross. So I'm first going to be using the NYX BB cream. I don't remember what video I first showed this. Actually, I believe it was in my first All Hearts video because I was doing like a nice light summertime look. So this BB cream moisturizes, it primes, it protects. I believe it has SPF all in one. So it's a little bit light for me, but we're going to be using it as our primer today as well. Yeah, it doesn't really do a whole lot for coverage. It's a very, very light coverage doing my forehead now, so you'll definitely see what's going on. That was a pimple, then I couldn't stop touching it. I'm going to take my beauty blender with no product on it and just buff this beauty balm in. As much as I want to cover this, it's a scab. It's not really like a pimple anymore. So if you've ever put makeup on a cut that was healing, that was scabbing over, you know how it acts and it looks really gross sometimes. So I'm definitely going for coverage, but I'm not going to keep adding product on top of this thing. It's a cut. I'm going to live with it. It's okay. Remember, we're going back to school. There's a lot of people breaking out. Honestly, I almost did a how I did my makeup in high school challenge instead of doing like a back to school makeup look for this year. And I still might do it if I have time. If not, maybe next year. But I had a really hard time remembering what products I used all the time because I experimented so much. But I did come across one of my really old foundations recently and I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't even know if Maybelline makes it anymore. So maybe I still will do like a how I did my makeup in high school video. I'm not sure. I don't know if I'll have time at least for the month of August of this year. So if I don't, at least it gives me another year to prepare for it. Right. I'm going to be using the Fit Me Dewy and Smooth foundation from Maybelline. So this thing definitely has some coverage to it. It's kind of like a medium coverage foundation. It'll definitely help even out my skin tone, but it's very dewy. Oh, I'm forgetting something. I still do want to go in with my MAC Strobe Cream, and this is a high-end product, and you are going to see some high-end products in here, which I definitely could not afford when I was in high school, but this little sample guy is only $12, and I don't think that that's bad, so it's something I think a lot of people could get their hands on, but I wanted to use this because I love using this product for natural looks as I'm running out, for like natural, really glowy, kind of dewy looks. So before I even go in with my foundation, I'm going to apply this as well. And I really just apply it basically to my cheeks, a little bit on my forehead. I'm gonna avoid that cut though, a little bit down my nose, a little bit on my chin. Basically wherever I would highlight is where I'm applying this product underneath my foundation. Now I'm gonna go in with the Maybelline Fit Me and buff this all into my skin using my beauty blender again. Once my foundation is buffed in, we're gonna move into concealer. And to be honest with you, I really, really wish that I still had my Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer. It's a drugstore concealer. It has like the little round sponge on the tip. I'm sure you've seen it all over YouTube. I've used it before. I ran out and then I've been using the Tarte Shape Tape. But if you're doing this on a budget and don't want to spend a lot on a concealer, again, the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind one is a really, really good one. I just unfortunately don't have it for today's video. I don't even think I used concealer in high school. Like what the heck did I do? Just apply foundation? I believe I contoured because I had a contour palette from Too Faced actually. I think that was one of my first high-end products. So I definitely had that. I didn't contour my nose though, like none of that. That wasn't a thing. I'm just trying to, while I'm doing my makeup, I'm trying to remember the products that I used to use, or at least the brand. I used to be a Maybelline person, big time Maybelline and CoverGirl. And I think I was so big into CoverGirl, it's because I was really into America's Next Top Model. And they would always do like the brands and the mascara commercials with CoverGirl. Oh my God, I always wanted to be on that show. But I was always too short, and then they introduced the petite season, and I was discouraged to go by certain people in my life. So there is that. Not my husband, like I'm not throwing shade at my husband, but certain people that he thought that would have. Anyways, so yeah, that didn't end up working out because of various reasons, but I always wanted to be on that show. It was always definitely like my guilty pleasure, and now I love watching like the top 10 worst makeovers from American Idol. That too, but America's Next Top Model. And then I love watching horrible auditions from X Factor and American Idol. Oh my God. We are buffed, we are blended, we're good to go. So I am going to skip like a full-on cream contour. That's, I think, a little bit much at 5:30 in the morning when you're trying to get ready for school. Not that now it's 5:30 in the morning, just hypothetically when I used to get up for high school, this is what I would be doing so early in the morning. I remember, actually, this is so funny, while I powder my face real quick, I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me because my tan is fading, so it's not too light for me. I remember I had this desk in the corner of my room that had my laptop on it. I had a pink Dell laptop. I actually had a lot of laptops. I broke a lot of computers. But my pink Dell laptop, I remember it. And I used to sit in front of my bedroom window every morning and get ready for school. And the sun would always be barely coming up, so I would always have to use like a little table lamp as well. And it was so shadowy and so dark, I could barely see what it looked like on my actual face. So I would literally just get ready in the morning and then pray that it looks good. Even though we're not cream contouring, I am gonna take a little bit of powder here and just carve out my cheekbones. I feel like this would be fine to do because it's not like an extra product. You're just putting it in an extra place on your face. I feel like it does so much though, really. I pretty much showed my new brow routine, which hasn't really changed still, in my water brow video, if you didn't see that. But basically I'm just taking my Anastasia brush and filling in most of my eyebrows, just leaving like the front open. Once I have the majority of my brow filled in using the pencil, next I'm gonna take the liquid eyebrow pen and just using the 3 little hair-like brushes and holding the pencil up and down, I'm just going to very lightly fill in the front of my brows. Once I get like a couple brush strokes, I like to take the spoolie and brush them out. We discovered in that video that this color was not a perfect match for my brows, so to try to hide the fact, I kind of add a little bit more into my brow, kind of just brush it out so it blends in together. I will be forever enemies with my eyebrows. Once those are done, I'm gonna take a big old fan brush and dust this extra powder away. Make sure you get that jawline as well, you don't want to forget that. So this is still looking pretty rough. That's why I don't like to add a ton of product on it, because it's like from far away, I don't know, to me it's like you can definitely tell that I'm trying to cover up something, so I'd rather have it show than pretend like it's not. I don't know. If I was doing like a full glam look with heavier foundation, that thing would have been gone, but I am trying to keep it very true to back to school. This is what I used to have to do. I used to have to deal with breakouts all the time, and I was never able to like fully cover them, but I want my skin to be able to breathe at the same time to prevent stuff like that. We're gonna finish up the face really quick because we're gonna keep the eyes really, really simple. Even though I might not always contour, I always recommend bronzing up your face. Just adds a little more like color and dimension into your face, and you don't have to do like a full-on contour. So I just lightly take my brush, go right around my hairline. Already with just like my forehead getting some color, I can just see the difference. The rest of my face just looks really, really flat. So right around my cheekbones, I actually do little circular motions. I do want to add a little flush of color to my cheeks, so I'm going to take my Narcissus blush palette. If it was not upside down. And I think I'm gonna go into, what do I want to do here? I almost want to use this as a highlight today because it's not as intense as the Amarezzi one. So with that in mind, actually, you know what? I'm gonna use this pink because it has a little bit of a sheen to it as well. Ooh, picks up a lot. Ooh, that's a lot of color. Then I'm gonna take this color. Oh, by the way, the blush that I used is called Bumpy Ride. The highlight that I'm gonna use is called Unlimited. And this is the first time I'm using this highlighter, so let's see. She's pretty. I mean, she's showing up a little bit, but I was that girl who went a little extra in high school, so that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna use my favorite Amarezzi highlighter from Anastasia. Oh yeah, there you are. Oh yes. Honestly, sometimes when I go for a more natural look on my eyes and on my lips, if I keep both very, very neutral, I don't mind going a little heavier on the highlight. I'm just avoiding highlighting this. Honestly, for face makeup, I think we're good. I'm gonna move on quickly, do our eyes real fast. So I pulled out two different palettes because I didn't know which one I wanted to use. I pulled out Anastasia's Soft Glam and I pulled out Dominique Cosmetics Latte palette. Honestly, I feel like I played with this one less, so this is what we're gonna do today, the Soft Glam. Automatically, I got a couple ideas. I'm gonna keep it very, very simple. I mean, like 2 to 3 eyeshadows simple. Honestly, I think I'm just gonna go right into Orange Soda here. And we're gonna buff this right into our crease. I don't even think I'm gonna go in and like define the crease. I think I literally just wanna slap a lid color on, a brow bone highlight on, and an inner corner color and call it a day. So I think I'm gonna go into glistening here and pack this all over the lid. Ooh, that's actually really, really pretty. And then I'm just gonna go back into that fluffy brush and just buff the edges. And that's it for the lid. I think I'm gonna take a tiny little brush and I'm gonna use this for my inner corner as well. And I'm just gonna take this ivory shade called Tempera and just very lightly highlight my brow bone. Oh, that's so pretty. It's so subtle, but it makes such a difference. And then, oh my gosh, I don't even think I grabbed it. I actually left my white inner corner highlighting color I use all the time downstairs. So I'm gonna take a little bit of this NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Milk and apply a little bit of that cream on my inner corner. Just because I'm not working with my absolute favorite inner corner highlight, I'm adding a little bit of cream so that whatever I put on top is gonna pop a little bit more and be a little bit brighter. So I think I'm just gonna end up taking Tempera again, which I used on my brow bone, and try packing that in my inner corner. We're gonna quickly do the bottom lash line. I'm just gonna use 1 or 2 brushes to do this. Actually, let's start with the Morphe 507 brush, and we're gonna pick up Orange Soda again, and I'm gonna sweep this on my lower lash line. It's up to you about how far you want the eyeshadow to smoke down. You can keep it right up close to the lash line, or you can use a fluffy brush like I am. Then honestly, I think the last thing that I'm gonna do is take a tiny more glistening, which was our all over lid shadow, and just pop this on the inner third of my lower lash line. Wipe away any fallout. I'm gonna line my eyes real quick off camera. I have been wearing my winged eyeliner since high school, so no, I'm not just doing it for the video. This is how I literally wore my eyeliner all throughout school. Now, I absolutely love lining my waterline, and usually I use my NYX Eye Jumbo Pencil in Milk because I just love that big open eye look. But if you're going for something a little more subtle, a little more natural, you can either skip the waterline completely or you can opt out for a nude. I know I talk about this mascara in almost all of my videos or all of my makeup tutorial videos, but it is amazing and it's a drugstore product. It's from L'Oreal. It's their Telescopic Black. I'm not sponsored. I don't get, like, I buy this with my own personal money. I just really love it. I ended up going over my inner corners a little bit with the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil just because they weren't bright enough for me. Tempera is a very pretty color, but you can see it up here. It's just very, very subtle and very ivory, and it's beautiful for the brow bone. Oh, it would also help if you remember to set your brow hairs into place. I just use the NYX Brow Gel from e.l.f. For eyelashes, my Curly Queen lashes from Idler and Jasmine Brown are getting tacky at the moment, but I haven't mentioned it in a long time, but the Salon Perfect number 615 lashes are really, really good alternative as well. I used to love these. This is what the packaging looks like. I have a bunch of backups on them just in case. I do really still love these, so if you're trying to create this look maybe on a budget, these are definitely an alternative. While I let my eyelashes completely dry, I'm moving on to lipstick. Now for lipstick, I have either a ColourPop liquid lip in Naughty. I also have Speed Dial, which is kind of more of like a peach color, but I think it might be too dark. Let's try Naughty, see how I like it. It is kind of like a nice peachy pink nude. That's actually really pretty, and I feel like it goes really nicely with the blush. However, there is one that I want to put on top and see how I like it. This is the Vivid Hot Lacquer by Maybelline, so another drugstore product. This is in the color called Unreal, and I think I want to apply it right on top. Honestly, I don't mind the glossiness of it. Usually I'm a matte person, but the lacquer is actually really, really pretty. So I'm gonna finish up, throw some mascara on my falsies, and then I'll be back in just a sec. Alright you guys, so here is the finished back to school look. I hope you enjoyed it. I really tried to use as many drugstore products as I could because like I said, at least when I was in high school, buying makeup was really, really hard, and I had always wanted to go into Sephora and splurge, but I never could. I was going to school full time, I was working full time, and I was trying to buy a car at the time, pay for my insurance, so I really couldn't splurge and stuff, and that's why I really wanted to try to do a lot of drugstore. Ended up being a lot of high-end as well. I tried, I really did. I hope you guys enjoyed this look though. I still kept it very glamorous because like I said, that's how I've always been throughout high school. This isn't a show for YouTube. This is how I would have legitimately done my makeup if I knew how. I hope you guys enjoyed, and for those of you going back to school at the end of this month, I hope you're looking forward to it. Now looking back at it, high school was actually pretty crap, but overall school wasn't that bad. Stop watching YouTube videos and do your damn homework. If you guys enjoyed, please go ahead and leave a thumbs up, and if you don't want to miss any new videos, please go ahead, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!